screen now. Just let me know. Can you see the screen? Is the screen visible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So as you all already know, we have completed the module 2 in the previous class. Okay. So just a small inquiry. Anybody, any doubts in module 1 and module 2? Can we begin with module 3 today? Yes, students. Reply. Any doubts in module 1 and 2? Am I audible, students? Can you hear me? Yes, students. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But please reply to the questions, right? So otherwise, I'll not be knowing whether we are able to hear or no, or there is a network issue or anything. Okay, so let's begin with our module 3, and the name of the module is media planning, as you can see on your screen. Okay, module 3, media planning. So, what is media planning? Okay, media planning is a series of decisions involved in delivering the promotional message to the prospective purchasers and users of the product or brand. So what does this mean? So, just if you think of communicating with your customers, that doesn't mean you can communicate. So there is a set of planning or series of planning that should be done. Okay. So uh, what is the message that you want to tell your customers from there till the point it is reaching the customer? There are many stages. Okay, or the process takes many steps. So we need to plan each and every step accordingly. Okay. So here media planning is a series of decisions involved in delivering the promotional message, okay, to the prospective customer or the purchasers or the users of the product or the brand. So that is called as media planning. Okay. Next comes terminologies. So some of the terminologies what we are using in this particular okay, media planning or in advertising basically. So first is the medium. What is medium? It is the general category of available delivery systems. Okay. So which all systems are available for us to communicate with the customers or the prospect customers. So that is called as a medium, which includes, like we are having 5 different examples here. First is broadcast media. So what is broadcast media? Examples like TV or radio. Okay, this is broadcast media. Next is print media. So print media like newspaper, magazines, etc. Okay. Third one, direct mail. So direct mail in the sense not email. You are sending a post, register post or a courier. That is a direct mail. So you are sending some tangible things. It could be a CD, it could be a brochure, or it could be a sample of whatever the product you are making to the prospect companies or prospect customers. Okay. So if you are selling B2B, so it is from one company to the another company. If it is for B2C, it is from the company to the customers for them to check whether it is good quality or not, what kind of product you can feel, see and touch. So for that they directly mail the products or the brochures, okay, to the customers. Then comes outdoor advertising. So outdoor advertising like billboards. Okay, you see billboards on the sides of the roads where they'll be putting a huge boarding stating the advertisement or whatever. Okay, those are outdoor advertising. Then other support media. So other support media, for example, we are having the pamphlets, okay, or the paper inserts. So all this comes under support media. These are supporting the other forms of mediums. Okay, these all come under the other support media. So which are the mediums? One is broadcast media, TV or radio. Then print media, newspaper, magazines, direct mail, could be sending mail, I mean sending post or courier or speed post or something like that. Okay. Then outdoor advertisement like billboards. Okay. Last one, support media like the pamphlets, paper inserts, etc. So this is medium. Medium in the sense it is the general category available to deliver the message from the company to the prospect customer. That is medium. Next is media vehicle. What is media vehicle? It is a specific carrier within a medium category. Like if you have already chosen a medium, okay, you just saw what which all of medium are available for us. So here it is a specific carrier in that media. Okay, example like Times of India, Economic Times in newspaper, or that is print media if you want. Okay, so here specifically we are saying, so in print media we want to go with the Times of India or Economics Times. So this is specific carrier, that is the media vehicle. So in broadcast media, I may say NDTV, Aaj Doordarshan, or any channel for that matter. So in broadcast media, we are using this. So we are specifically stating. So in this particular broadcast media, what are we choosing? Okay, next. In radio and all, it is Radio Mirchi or your government broadcast, which is there. So you can use those. So for example, here Radio Mirchi is given to you. Then again, that comes under broadcast media. Next is India Today or The Week. Okay, so or Reader's Digest. So these are some of the weekly or monthly magazines which are there. So this comes under print media again. So examples of media vehicle. So for you to understand media vehicle, so when you are choosing a particular broadcast media, under that specifically to which you are choosing, the Times of India, Economic Times, Aaj Tak, NDTV, Doordarshan, Radio Mirchi, or India Today. Okay, The Week. So these are some of the magazines, radio channels, TV channels, some newspapers. So specifically, we are looking into what channel we are using. Okay, that is media vehicle. What vehicle we are using. So then next is reach. What is reach? It is a measure of the number of different audience members exposed at least once to the media vehicle in a given period of time. So now you should not ask what is media vehicle. So media vehicle we just saw. What is media vehicle? Different form of uh, communicating with the customer in a chosen uh, broadcast medium. Okay. So here, what it is, measure of the number of different audience members exposed at least once using that particular media. Like if you are giving an ad in the newspaper, so how many people has at least seen or gone through that particular print ad at least once. So that is the reach. So those many people I am able to reach. Okay, at least once they see. So more than once we are not counting it here now. So that's a different thing. That is the frequency. So later on we'll see that. So reach is at least once how many people have seen your ad in that particular media vehicle. It could be anything. It could be on TV. It could be any channels. It could be radio. It could be a newspaper. It could be a magazine. So all of this or any one of this if you have chosen. So how many people have at least seen your advertisement once? That is reach. It is the actual audience to whom the message is delivered. So who are the target audience you are basically targeting? Out of them, how many people are looking at your message at least once? It is the actual audience to whom the message is delivered. That is the reach. The next comes coverage. So many a times it so happens that we get confused with coverage and reach. Okay, so we just saw reach. So we'll cover coverage now. Then we'll see what is the difference. Okay, it is the potential audience that might receive the message through a media vehicle. So coverage is we are speculating that okay these many people can read my message if I use this particular media vehicle. So that is my coverage. So what coverage I want to have. Okay, it could be 10,000 people, 20,000 people, 1 lakh people. Okay, so it could be anything. So that is coverage. That is the potential audience that might receive the message through a particular media vehicle. So if I say at the time of IPL, if I basically play my ad, so how many people would see or which parts of India could be seen? So here the reach increases in a very large scale. Okay, I'm sorry, the reach increase as well as the coverage. The coverage, what I think is throughout India now. Okay, so if I go for a regional channel, okay, the coverage is only limited to the area where it is being broadcasted, right? So for the local, it is only a certain distance that it could be in kilometers. But if I want to increase my coverage, I have to go for national media or international media based on the type of coverage you are looking at. Okay, so it relates to potential audience again. Potential audience, the potential what we are looking at, that is coverage. But reach is actually how many people are seeing my advertisement at least once. So that is the difference between the coverage and reach. Coverage, potential, reach. Okay, potential reach is coverage. So my potential, I think that okay, potentially I could reach so many people at once, but reach is the actual number of people looking into my ad at least once. Okay, next is frequency. So it refers to the number of times the receiver is exposed to the media vehicle in a specified period. It refers to the number of times. So how many times or how many in different ways a particular person has seen the same ad. Okay, so it's not that you are putting a ad in a television or in a particular channel only once. Okay, it could be 5 times or 8 times or 10 times a day. So like that, you could go for weeks or months together. Okay, so media planning is done like that. So you cannot say that I am putting my ad only once in this particular channel and no more ads will be played for a longer period of time. That will not help. Okay, so frequency is how many times a particular person has seen your ad. It could be in whichever media platform. Okay, it could be a TV, it could be a magazine, or it could be a newspaper. We never know. So even in newspapers, the ads will be continuously running. So weekly or monthly or something like that. Okay, or fortnight every 15 days. So the ads will be given like that. So for only a certain kind of message, it will be put only once. Okay. Otherwise, if you are basically trying to advertise, it will be multiple number of times which will be put in that particular media. Okay. So that is frequency. How many times a particular receiver has seen your ad or is exposed to the media vehicle in a specified period. So in a specified period. So if you are putting 5 times a week. So how many times he has seen the ad in a week? That is the frequency. So the period could change. It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a fortnight, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. We never know what is the number of times a particular person is being exposed to your advertisement. That is frequency. Next, media plan. So what is media plan? We saw planning. Planning is a different set of procedures or steps that needs to be taken. So here is a media plan. It determines the best way to get the advertiser's message to the market. Okay. So it determines media plan tells us what is the best way to reach the target audience, the message that I want to tell them. Okay. Next is it is about finding the right combination of media that enables communicating the message in most effective way to the largest number of potential customers at the lowest cost. Okay, so it depends on the type of product or the service that you are having and what kind of media we need to select. Okay, so not only one, it could be a combination of two or three, or it could be all. It is based on your company's budget for the advertisement that particular year. Okay, so you can go with only print media, or you can go with print and broadcast media. Okay, or you could take many. Okay, so in print only it could be like only one newspaper or multiple newspapers, or newspaper plus magazines. Okay, plus you can go with billboards. You can go with ads in some news channels, some local uh, channels like regional channels, what we call. So there are many regional channels based on the languages they speak in different places of India or different parts of India to say. Okay, so those are called as regional languages. So it is based on you, the product, and the size of the budget the company is willing to basically spend for that particular time period. So all that comes under media plan. Okay, it is about finding the right combination. So if you think okay, the like in a particular TV channel plus I want to go with a newspaper. So this combination. So you think more number of people where my product is there are watching this particular channel and reading this particular newspaper. If you feel you can put your ads there. Okay, so that you could reach the maximum number of potential purchasers or potential users or present users are here. Okay, so that is what is media plan. Next is, it requires development of specific media objectives and specific media strategies to achieve those objectives. So objectives, I'll give you an example. So reaching 1 lakh people in 3 months or 6 months. Okay, in a sense, at least 1 lakh people should see your advertisement in 3 months or 6 months, whatever the time duration you are looking into. So for that, which all medias I need to play my advertisement or print my advertisement. Okay, so you need to decide how many people are watching what channel. Okay, what is your availability of the product in what all places. Okay, so is there any brick and mortar store, or it's also available online plus brick and mortar, or only online? So you need to check. So how should be your planning of media? So how are you planning to reach those 1 lakh people in a specific period of time using which all media vehicles? Okay, so this is very important. So all this comes under media planning. So next, problems in media planning. So what are the problems? So we are just talking about we need to go there, we need to go here, print there, do this, do that. So there will be problems which will be encountered at the time of media planning as well as execution. So first is insufficient information, second is inconsistent terminologies, third is time pressures, fourth is difficulty measuring effectiveness, fifth one is other problems. So we'll see each and every uh, problem in detail now. Okay, first one, insufficient information. What is insufficient information? Planners need a lot of information for media planning. So just like that, you cannot say, you cannot assume that okay, this particular newspaper is read by 50,000 people or 1,000 people or 50 people or whatever. You cannot just say that okay, these many people watch this particular channel at this particular time. So there is a lot of information that you need to be gathering before choosing that particular media vehicle. Okay, so sometimes planner may not get this particular information. That is what they are telling. Planners need a lot of information for media planning. Second, sometimes data are not gathered as either they cannot be measured or measuring them is too expensive. Okay, so some things may not be measured at a particular time. Like for example, some radio broadcast is being done, and how many people are listening to it is very difficult to measure. But in terms of TV channels, okay, so as and when a particular channel is being put, a particular person who is broadcasting can make a note of how many people are presently looking at what channel. Okay, if you suddenly change, like for example, a particular advertisement came between a particular media that you are watching in a particular channel, so you suddenly change. Earlier, that was not an option because only few channels used to be there and people used to be very keen on when it is coming back. But now there are many channels and the same program might be repeated, or the same movie or serial might be repeated multiple number of times. So people are not bothered about missing a particular part. So what they do, as and when the advertisements come, so they will try to move to different channel. But here we can measure, like at a particular moment of time, how many people are watching. Okay, so it is also termed as TRP. Okay, TRP. So how many people are watching a particular channel or a particular program at a particular moment of time? This could be measured. So this data is very commonly available with the operators, but it might be seen that they could sell it to people. Okay, so for example, in a particular region, for example, Belgaum. So in Belgaum, if you take, so there might be many people who are broadcasting this. In the sense, like many people who are providing the services. Okay, and online also it is available. Plus, if you see, there is different what do you call DTH kind of things, direct to home, where you are using a satellite link to get those particular channels. So just only in Belgaum to get the information, so many kinds of different what do you call services are available. So one is directly dish or cable, what we call. where it is coming through a particular wire and it is being connected to your TV. Others, as I told you, it could be a direct to home, or many people might be looking into their apps. Okay, so many apps are providing, like Hotstar is there, like Sony Live is there, so you can watch it over there, or Voot is there. So you never know who is watching when. So you have to collect data from all the places. It could be very difficult to do so. Okay, or it could be very expensive. You need to buy it from those particular people. So that's why it is. They are saying that sometimes data are not gathered, or it cannot be measured, or it could be too expensive to measure it. Okay, next is the timing of measurement can be a problem, as the timing of the actual promotion may be different from the time the measurement was taken. So if you are looking at measuring your effectiveness of your ad, okay, so when you are broadcasting the ad, or after the broadcasting the ad, if you are trying to measure, it could be very difficult, because at a particular moment of time, if you want to measure, the time is passed. So if your advertisement is of 10 seconds or 20 seconds, at that particular moment of time, it is difficult. So if you start measuring now, the data may have some irregularities, or after your ad, if somebody has changed, we will never get to know. So at the time of measuring, it says that okay, the person has already changed the channel. So even if he has seen it, it is very difficult to say whether he has seen or not. It may capture as the person has already changed the channel before watching your advertisement, but he might have already watched, or in between he might have changed. We never know. So the timing of measurement can be a problem, as the timing of the actual promotion may be different from the time the measurement was taken. Okay. So example, the measurement of viewership during a World Cup cricket is different compared to other times. So if you want to plan, so you should take the present scenario in focus. Okay. Why? Because at the time of so World Cup or IPL or whatever, so if you have not taken that into consideration, the budget, the price of hearing that particular ad differs, okay, on certain days, or at certain times. You need to take all those things into consideration. So you cannot just say that okay, on a normal day the price, or the price of hearing this particular ad twice in an hour is for example 1,000 rupees, but at the time of IPL it may become 5,000 rupees. We never know. So we need to make sure that the timing of your ad should be properly planned. So if you do you really want it in between an IPL match, or a World Cup match, or a famous football match, okay, or it could be at the time of a serial which is very popular. So you need to make that particular decision properly, taking the time into consideration. Okay. Next is, this is a bigger challenge for smaller companies, as it is costly to purchase data. So as I gave you an example, on a normal day, for a particular ad, if they are taking 1,000, on a special day like the IPL match or a World Cup match or a popular serial, they could raise the price of airing that particular ad. Okay, so it could be going too high. It could double, or it could go many folds. So that is one of the problems for small companies. For very big companies or large companies, they may not matter much the amount, because they are in a lot of abundance of money. But the smaller companies, it is very difficult for them to cope up with all these changes. So we need to include all these things. So if you are not including, it is a lot of issue that you will be facing at the time of airing of your ad. So this all comes under insufficient information. Second one, inconsistent terminologies. Okay, each and every media, they are using different terms. Like we'll see now in the examples here, the cost basis used by different media often vary. Example, for print media, it is cost to reach 1,000 people. Okay, cost per thousand, or CPM is used. Cost per thousand. So next, in broadcast media, they use cost per rating point, CPRF. Sorry, CPRP, cost per rating point. So we'll see all these things in detail in the coming classes. Okay, so now you just see, in broadcast media, the terminology is used, or the amount to be paid would be cost per rating point. So for in print media, it is cost per thousand. Okay, reach for cost per 1,000 people. So next, outdoor media uses number of showings. Okay, so they say number of showings. The next comes the standard of measurement used to establish these costs are not always consistent. So each and every media is having a different kind of measurement as well as different kind of prices. Okay, here it says per thousand, there it says per rating point, somewhere it says number of showings, in the other place it says number of times it is being played. So for each and every type of media and the number of times it is played or shown has a different kind of amount. So terminologies are actually correct. Terminologies that actually mean something different, such as reach and coverage. I just told you when I was telling you about reach and coverage. So they could be used synonymously, but they should not be used because reach is different and coverage is different. The reach is actually how many people you are able to contact or how many people are actually watching your ad, and coverage is the potential number of people that may view your ad. That is coverage. Okay, so synonymously they could be used. Okay, in those particular media they are using that, but for common people it could be reach and coverage could be the same, and sometimes they use it synonymously. For reach they use coverage, for the coverage they use reach. So these are some of the inconsistencies in terminologies. So every terminology or in each and every media it is not defined, so they are not using the same in each and every media. It is different. So this is one of the problem faced by people. Okay, next is time pressures. Advertisers are always under time pressure either to respond to an competitor ad or to create a differentiating ad. So what does this mean? Advertisers are always under pressure either to respond to an competitor. So if he says something is better than all other my competitors, so are you looking to counter that, or you are looking at a something different? So let him show whatever he wants. I will show in a different way so that the people watch my ad. So advertisers are always in pressure. So whether to counter or whether to come up with something new, okay, into the market. So that is what it says. Advertisers are always under time pressure either to respond to a competitor's ad or to create a differentiating ad. Because if somebody else, your competitor is coming up with a certain kind of an advertisement, you are having very limited number of time, a limited number of days or hours in some cases for you to respond or come up with a new ad, because a particular ad is grabbing more of the market share from you. That means you need to respond now. So how to counter that particular thing or to come up with a new ad? Next is this may lead to media selection decisions being made without proper planning and analysis of the market or media. So for example, your competitor is putting an ad on a particular TV channel. Okay. So as there is a lot of time pressure, even what you don't look into your prospect things which all are available to you, and there might be a better one. Because of time pressure, what you do, you also come up with something. Okay, and even you try to broadcast that particular message in that particular TV channel only. Okay, because of time pressures, you may not know there might be a better alternative available, and it may reach a lot of people than what it is being reached now. But still you make that particular decision to air it in the same news channel or the new same channel or the same media basically done by your competitor. So these all happens under time pressure. Next, difficulty in measuring effectiveness. Okay, this is very important one. So we'll see why. Okay, the difficulty of measuring the effectiveness is there in general for all media and is more specific when attempt is made to compare effectiveness between various medium and various media vehicles. Okay, so first of all, measurement is difficult in most of the media. Okay, and when you try to compare your effectiveness from one media to another media, for example, you are giving ads in both a TV channel and a newspaper, and you want to measure the effectiveness because the type of audience used, like type of audience who take a newspaper and read it is different than a particular set of people who are watching a particular kind of a channel. Okay, we never know. So it is very difficult to measure. This here the type of measurement could be completely different, or it could be measurable or non-measurable. In the other part, same things could be there. A different set of people are watching it. So we cannot see or say that one particular media is better than a different media. Okay, so here there could be a lot of confusions that could be there. Okay, so why? Because first we see putting ad in two different medias, then based on the effectiveness, if you want to later say you want to eliminate one of it because of the budgeting constraints, so at that time we need to check the effectiveness of both media, compare them, then take a proper decision. So for this it is very difficult. As I told you, different set of people will be viewing a different set of media. Okay, so to say that okay whether your sales has increased due to a newspaper ad or a ad in a TV channel, so we never know that. Okay, so we need to go for a survey. There should be a particular set of resources put over there, and more money has to be put. Then after that particular survey, you'll get to know whether which particular channel was more effective. So it is again a bit difficult in measuring, as I told you, different set of things need to be done. The planners have to resort to estimates or good guesses. Okay, they may guess or they can estimate. Okay, if I put here this many people could see, they can only estimate, or they could say that okay, this many people have seen. That's all could be done here. So that is one of the important difficulties in the advertisements. Then other problems. What are other problems? Managers have to assume the images of a medium in a market with which they are not familiar. So, for example, your company is trying to go with a new kind of media where they have not already like use that particular media for advertisement. So here, what managers have to see? So they have to imagine how it looks if a particular poster is made, okay, and it's being shown in a particular TV channel. Okay, so how it may look. Okay, or if they are putting it on a billboard, okay, how it may look. They have to imagine, and they have to even think of what the people might think on seeing that particular ad. Even that has to be thought. Okay, because they have to take care of the surroundings, what is going on. Okay, so for example, in a present scenario, there is a lot of COVID happening now. Many people are dying. The spike is increasing, so you cannot have a good ad. You need to take that consideration, take this into consideration as well. You cannot say there's a big billboard that says, okay, I'm coming up with new sweets in this particular area. People are dying there. Who is bothered about sweets? It may so happen that it may have a negative effect. Okay, this person is insensitive, is putting so much big billboard saying that sweets are available at this particular time. It's just an example I'm telling you. Okay, so people might take it in a different way. You are basically trying to tell them, okay, new and exotic sweets are there in your city that you can enjoy. But the present situation is not favoring your advertisement. Okay, even that has to be anticipated. The second one, they have to anticipate the impact of recent events. As I gave an example, recent events. So what is happening? So whether is it appropriate for me to put that particular ad or not? Okay, so it is also very important. So just without considering the current or recent events, so if you just put a ad and it could be completely oppositely taken. Okay, so you meant something and a different message is being sent to the people. Okay, next is they have to make judgments without full knowledge of all the available alternatives. Okay, why? Because you may never know that there is a particular alternative available. So major things which are there like newspaper, magazines only you look into, or major news channels. There might be a different channel also like social media where we did not say even a word in social media. Okay, so even social media is becoming a very big advertisement platforms now. Okay, so a lot of revenue is generated. So that's why you can see the Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp. All these things are for free. We are not paying a single dime to them. Then how they are becoming bigger and bigger? So many people are buying them, paying them in billions. Okay, like Facebook bought WhatsApp in 19 billion. So where are they generating money? Are you paying any money to download a WhatsApp? No, right? So how they are generating that particular revenue? So it is being generated by the ads basically. So even Facebook, if you see, new and new things are being added over there. New features are given to you. Facebook is such a big company and so many people are working over there. So how the salaries could be paid if they are not earning anything? So they basically earn through advertisements. So these are very much important. So many people may not be knowing any of the things. They could be going through only the traditional means of advertising. So these all judgments without the knowledge will lead to less number of coverage. Okay, so these are some of the problems. So which are the problems? We'll just see. First one is insufficient information, inconsistent terminologies, time pressures, difficulty measuring effectiveness, and other problems. Okay, so next is developing a media plan. So we just saw what is media planning. We saw different terminologies. We saw what are the difficulties are faced by the people while coming up with the media plan. Now we will see how to develop a media plan. So it involves four stages. First one, market analysis. Second one, establishment of media objectives. Third one, media strategy development and implementation. And the fourth one is evaluation and follow up. So what it includes, so we'll see in detail. Now first one, market analysis. What is market analysis? The key question to be asked or the key questions to be asked in this stage are, to whom shall we advertise? Who are the target market? Okay, who are the people who are targeting at? Is the first question. So this is the market analysis. So we are having the first question, to whom are we advertising? Second question, what internal and external factors may influence the media plan? Okay, there are very what do you call rampant factors internally as well as externally. So internal, I could give you the choice of media, the budgeting, okay, the way of a particular thing is shot, okay, and there are even ethics and social responsibility. Everything comes into internal. External factors like what kind of media thing is available, what is presently going on in the market, who are my competitors, okay, are there any government rules and regulations against the type of product or the service that I'm providing, or a kind of advertisement I need to make. So these are internal and external factors. Next comes where I am like planning to have an advertisement. Where? Geographically. So where, in a sense, geographically, where? In a marketplace, in a mall, okay, in a sort of particular city, or in a particular state, in a district, or in a particular country. We never know where geographically we want to have a ad. So that has to be taken care in the market analysis. Then, and when should we focus our efforts? Okay, so at the time of, if it is a seasonal product, in the season we need to do, or just before the season we need to do. Okay, so all these things are should be taken care of in the market analysis, or we need to focus on all these things. So first one is, who is my target audience, or to whom I am planning to show a particular ad. Then what are the internal and external factors? Internal, inside the company; external, outside the company, where we may have or may not have any grip or any say on that. Like if government comes up with a different plan or a different rule, you cannot change it. You don't have a say in it. So whatever the government says, you have to do. Okay. And internal, like budgeting and all, today you have put 2 lakh, you can make a decision of increasing it to 1.5 lakh or decreasing it to 80,000. We never know. So there we are having a control. But external, we don't have. We may have control or limited control or no control on the external factors. Then where I am trying to show my ad geographically, then when I should show it. So these all things to be taken care when we are doing market analysis. Next, establishment of media objectives. Now you know who are our target audience, what are the internal external factors that affect, then to like where I am going to show this ad and when. So after doing this, so what are my media objectives? Like media objectives are designed to lead to the attainment of communication and marketing objectives. So what I want to communicate and what is my objective. So whether it is being fulfilled or not. So we need to make a objective where it is tangible, where we can achieve it. Instead of tangible, I could say achievable. Okay. So we should come up with the objective that is achievable. Okay. Next is there are goals for the media program. So where I need to reach. Okay. So for example, I gave you earlier. So I want to reach 1 lakh people in 6 months of time. This is one of the examples where they are saying my goal is reaching 1 lakh people in 6 months. So next is they should be limited to those that can be accomplished through media strategies. So you cannot put a unrealistic objective. Okay, and it should be achievable in whatever media you are using and in whatever time duration you are putting it. Okay, so for example, use broadcast media to provide coverage of 80% of the target market over a 6 months period. Okay, can this be achieved? So if 100% is, for example, 100 people are buying my product, can I reach at least 80 people, okay, with my ad in a period of 6 months? So that is one of the examples given to using broadcast media. So can I reach 80 people out of 100, okay, using broadcast media in a 6 months period? So this is what is the example. This is one of the goals or objectives for you to reach. Next is reach 60% of the target audience at least 3 times over the same 6 months period. So my initial goal was to reach at least 80% of the total audience at least once. Okay. So next one is at least 60% of the people should see my ad at least thrice. Okay, that could be my second objective, to show 60% of the people my ad at least 3 times in the same 6 months period. So initially it was once at least for 80%. Now we are coming to 60% 3 times in the same period, that is 6 months period. So this is kind of objectives that we set. Okay, establishment of media objectives. Next is media strategy development and implementation. Media strategy development and implementation. What are these strategies are developed to meet the media objectives? So what are media objectives? The critical consideration in the development of media planner, the media mix. So what different kind of media I am trying to integrate here. Okay, so I told you, like I could give a advertisement in a particular channel, then I could ask someone to distribute pamphlets, then I could give a advertisement over radio. Okay, this is media mix. What kind of media I am going to mix here? Next is target market coverage. So whom are we targeting? Okay, so how many people are we trying to reach? Okay, that is target media coverage. Next is geographical coverage. So how many places or how many districts or how many states or how many countries I want to cover? That is geographical coverage. Next is scheduling. So scheduling is a big part. Okay, we are learning it later. So in general, I'll tell you scheduling. So how many times a day my ad should be played? Okay, I'm taking the time period as a day. It could be hour. It could be half a day. It could be 24 hours. In 24 hours, how many times my ad is being played in a particular channel? Okay, if it is a particular channel in a TV, or it could be in radio, how many times my ad is being not shown, said basically, or being played. If it is a audio file and it's not told by that particular RJ, then it is being played. If the RJ is saying, so how many times he is saying in his program, okay, or in a period of 1 hour, in a period of 2 hours, in a period of half a day, or 24 hours, we never know. Then reach versus frequency. So how many times do you want to tell or try to show the ad or try to make them hear the ad? Okay, or how many people you want to do it for one time. So that is what is reach, right? So how many people are seeing at least once versus frequency. How many times I want to show the ad, or how many times I want my audience to see my ad. Okay, next is creative aspects and mood. Okay, at a particular period of time, a particular mood will be there. Okay, in the morning, okay, when you get up, you are free. You don't want to see a certain kind of ads. You want to see a particular kind of ads. In the morning, if you see, in many homes, what they do is they play some folk music or some divine music, okay, or some particular channels only are put. Okay, so in the evening you don't want to see such channels or such things. What do? You look for an entertainment at that particular moment of time. So based on a particular time your mood differs, or based on your mood you tend to watch a particular thing. Okay, then how creative you will be. You want to be something different than your competitor, or you want to be the same. Okay, because to be creative you need to think more, you need to use more resources. Okay, so all these things you want to do based on the budget, or you want to be exactly as your competitor, or not exactly similar to your competitor. Next is flexibility. So are you flexible enough? So if the company says, so I cannot air your ad for 10 times, I can do it for 6 times. Is it okay with you? Fine. So you can see in many of the places, like the ad could be for 20, 30 seconds, and they'll play only for 3 or 4 seconds. They'll cut it because for that particular moment of time there will be many ads. Okay, and the charge would be different. So they say, okay, play only so much. You can observe this in while you are watching television or so. So in some places the whole ad is played. Okay, in some places a part of ad is played. Okay, a certain part like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds. So at the time of IPL, if you see between overs, only a small duration is there. So if they have 3 to 4 ads to show, they'll cut the bigger ad, they'll make it into smaller pieces, and the thing that is more important only that is shown. Okay, so when there is a lot of time, like between ad between a serial, so we are having a lot of time over there. So there, a lot of advertisements could be played in a full length. Okay, that is flexibility. Next is budget consideration. So what is the budget that you have, and what is the plan that you have? If you want to have in multiple medias, so do you have that much of budget or no? So based on the budget, we are removing some, or we are adding some, or we are replacing some. Okay, so this is important here. So media strategy, it includes the media mix, the target market coverage, geographic coverage, scheduling, reach versus frequency, creative aspects and mood, flexibility and budget consideration. And the last part now, that is evaluation and follow-up. Measures of effectiveness of media strategy implementation must consider two factors. So which are those? How well did these strategies achieve the media objective? Okay, so what percentage? So you want to reach 100% of your objective, but did you reach 100%, or what percentage of objective you reached through the strategy that you have used presently? Okay, that is one of the points. And the second point is, how well did this media plan contribute to attaining the overall marketing and communication objectives? So you were able to only cover one objective out of many, or few objectives out of all, or did you cover all the objectives here? Okay, or a certain percentage of each and every objective. It could be all these things. So you have to measure all these things, then evaluate whether did you reach your objectives. If not, what changes to be made? Then we need to follow up with those changes. Okay, that is what is evaluation and follow up. So we'll see again with our four: developing the media plan first, market analysis, establishment of media objectives, media strategy development and implementation, then evaluation and follow-up. So these are the four steps or four stages in which development of a media plan is done. Okay, today what we saw, we'll stop here actually. We'll just see what all is being done today. So first, we started with the module 3, and the name is media planning. Then what is media planning we saw, and some of the terminologies like medium, media vehicle, reach, coverage, frequency, media plan, and the different problems in the media planning process. Then what is the process of coming up with a media plan or developing a media plan? Here, four steps. First is market analysis, establishment of media objectives, media strategy development implementation, and the last one is evaluation and follow up. Okay, so further will come continue in our next class. Okay, students, thank you very much.